Season 1985-86 turned out to be a really record-breaking year for the Hammers. The team finished third in the First Division Championship, their highest placing ever, beating the previous best sixth position achieved in 1958-59. So history has been rewritten, and over the next 56 minutes we will show you 30 of the best goals from 9 months of League and FA Cup action. We pick up the action in the home game against West Bromwich Albion, where two of the season stars, Tony Cottee and Frank McAvennie, feature prominently. Cottie's ability to make something out of nothing is illustrated to the full here. See how he reacts when George Paris's shot is miscued in his direction. The Albion defenders are flat-footed as Tony drills home his 12th goal of the season. Paris himself is on the brink of stardom, the crowd loving his competitive edge. In the 31st minute, George picks up a loose clearance and volleys in number 2, courtesy of a wicket deflection. The Hammers are now in majestic form, mesmerising the Midlanders with their slick and accurate passing moves. Neil Orr goes close with this effort. Devonshire's surging runs from deep positions are a feature of the season. The second half is barely 2 minutes old when Dev, making his 290th league appearance, exploits the space Albion's retreating defence allow him. And goalkeeper Bradshaw is beaten by a low left-foot shot. Devonshire corner from the left. Tony Gale gets his head to it, and Bradshaw makes a splendid save. Neil Orr, having one of his best games in a Hammers shirt, forces Bradshaw to show his agility again. Now it's Cottie's turning provider with a marvellous display of skill. Neil Orr the scorer, his first goal of the season. West Brom too have their moments. And it's Phil Parkes who makes a great save with his feet from Ali Robertson. But the Hammers are soon back in the driving seat, and this 4-0 victory lifts them into third place in the First Division table, behind Manchester United and Liverpool. West Ham United 4, West Bromwich Albion 0. Frank McAvennie stepped off a plane from Australia, where he had been on World Cup duty with Scotland, to score the winner at QPR and maintain the Hammers' lofty position. Now they face Birmingham City, 1-0 winners in the opening game of the season at St Andrews. As expected, the Hammers made the running. Alan Dickens' perseverance here nearly pays off. And Tony Cottee goes close with another effort. Stewart with the free kick. Alvin Martin lends his weight to the attack. It was this fine crossfield ball from Steve Walford which opened up the Blues' defence. Ward's vision, Cottie's persistence, and McAvenny's precision are well rewarded. The league's top marksman scooping in his 19th goal of the season. Birmingham fight back, and it is Phil Parkes who proves his worth with a fine save. From his clearance, Martin, Ward, Dickens, making his 70th league appearance, Cottee and Dev leave Birmingham in a spin. And when Hagan drags down Dicko in the box, their cause is lost. Fullback Ray Stewart steps up to take the penalty. And makes no mistake to give the Hammers a 2-0 lead in the 39th minute. In the second half, West Ham continued to pose the questions and were so close to adding further to their score. McAvenny driving this shot just wide of the far post. Skipper Alvin Martin threads the ball through to McAvenny. Little Cottee threads onto it, and another great save from the Birmingham City keeper. Final score, West Ham United 2, Birmingham City 0. The league programme was decimated by the Arctic freeze, but the FA Cup competition managed to survive. The Hammers entertained Ipswich Town, the Suffolk club, making a record 16th consecutive appearance in the 4th round of the competition. There were plenty of thrills for the fans to feast upon. Alan Dickens hooks a shot just wide. From Ward's corner, Steve McCall makes a timely interception to block Gale's fine header. A Steve Walford free kick now. And this is rapped against the Ipswich bar by Tony Gale. At this stage of the game, Alan Dickens and Alan Devonshire were orchestrating the Hammers' attacking rhythm. Paul Cooper is kept very busy. Martin has his shot blocked. In the second half, Cottee, who scored the third-round winner at Charlton, is inches away. And at the other end, Wilson forces Parks to make a good save. The play fluctuates from end to end, but as time ebbs away, the defences stay lucky. Alan Devonshire. Melvin Martin. Out to Ward. McAvenny's beaten in the air. Ward again. McAvenny. Dev. And a near miss from Tony Cottee. West Ham United 0, Ipswich 0. The replay at Portman Road still does not resolve the tie. However, it is thanks to some brilliant saves by Phil Parks in the early stages that the Hammers remain in touch. This save from Davare being only surpassed by the cat-like reactions which denied Dazelle just minutes later. After the break, Parks shines again, this time thwarting Zondervan, as neither side can make the vital breakthrough. The score is still 0-0 as the teams go into extra time. Ward's corner, Gale's flicked on header, and Cottee volleys just over the bar. Ipswich finally took the lead in the 3rd minute of extra time, Dazelle beating Parks with a low, hard shot. From then on, though, it was West Ham all the way. Then, in the 16th minute, Gale chips a great ball into space. Paris chases, and this is what happens. Bang! Tony Cottee makes no mistake with his first-time strike. Ipswich tried desperately to get back in command. But it was West Ham United who showed the class. Alan Devonshire here begins a run which is true England class. That could so easily have been the winner. But the final score remains West Ham 1, Ipswich 1. Ipswich won the toss for venue, and 48 hours later, West Ham play again at Portman Road. A frozen, snow-covered pitch provides the stage for episode 3 of this enthralling drama. As you can see, conditions were difficult, but all 22 players battled away bravely. From George Paris's cross, Jeff Pike goes close with this effort. And Ipswich goalkeeper Paul Cooper has to be alert to save from Gale. Again, there is no score in 90 minutes play, and so the tie moves into extra time. McAvenny worms his way through, and a snapshot by Dickens is caught by Cooper. Brennan is the shooter here, and Parks is equal to it. Then, in the 21st minute, comes the decisive blow. It's a typical Hammers move, built up from the back and worked with patience and skill. Paris up to Gale, inside to McAvenny, back to Martin, then switched out to Orr. Pass inside to Dickens, whose deft flick is pounced upon by Tony Cottee, who weaves between Butcher and Brennan to beat the advancing Cooper with his well-timed shot. The Ipswich Marathon is over. West Ham have won. The prize is a fifth-round home tie against Manchester United. Confident but lacking in match practice, having gone a month without a game, the Hammers started well against United, and Cottee was unlucky with this early effort. It was the 25th minute when first blood was drawn. Devonshire, the instigator, Cottee the magician, and McAvenny the poacher. 1-0 to the Hammers. Upton Park went wild. Alan Devonshire takes a free kick. And Gale blasts it over the bar. The quality and excitement of this pulsating cup tie was intoxicating. Just sit back and thrill to the highlights. Into the second half now, and Manchester United raise their game. Gale sweeps this ball upfield. In comes Dev. Another mazy run. And nearly the second goal for the Hammers. In the 73rd minute, Stapleton headed a dramatic equaliser. Then, United withstood a tremendous onslaught as West Ham threw everything at them. McAvenny. Another Ward cross, and this time Alvin Martin's on the end of it. Just watch the superb skills of Frank McAvenny. Out toward a chip into the centre. and Alan Dickens throws himself full length. But the game remained locked at 1-1, and the Hammers were forced to replay at Old Trafford. There they won a stirring game 2-0 before crashing out of the cup 3 days later at Sheffield Wednesday, beaten by the ridiculous schedule. And so we return to First Division football. The Hammers had suffered a psychological backlash from that traumatic FA Cup exit, and undeserved defeats at Arsenal and Aston Villa followed. But after a rousing 4-0 win at Chelsea, confidence was fired for the home derby against Spurs. Ward on the run, but goalkeeper Clements is equal to the shot. Then midfielder Dickens threads the ball through for Cottee, and a stunning finish from the England under-21 striker in the 17th minute. Ardiles headed an equaliser 5 minutes later. Then, with half-time approaching, Ward swings over a corner. Gale flicks on, and as Cottie's shot is blocked, McAvenny sweeps the ball into the Tottenham net. In the second half, Alan Devonshire. Ward. A flick on there, and McAvenny is only inches away from making contact with that loose ball. Through to McAvenny. A great chip, but the woodwork saves Spurs. West Ham continued to flow. Ward through to McAvenny. Another great save from Clements. Final score, West Ham 2, Tottenham 1. The visit of Sheffield Wednesday provided a contrast in styles, and although Frank McAvenny's 6th minute goal secured the points, there could have been more, as these clips will show. Jeff Pike is the unlucky man here. And young Tony Cottee gets too much air under this shot. The under-21 striker is also unlucky with a cross shot. But the score remains West Ham United 1, Sheffield Wednesday 0. The Hammers were 10 points behind Liverpool with 4 games in hand when they faced Southampton under the lights. The Saints had won on their last 2 visits to Upton Park, and following a 2-1 defeat at Nottingham Forest the previous week, there was an air of apprehension in the Hammers' camp. Even so, England keeper Peter Shilton had to be at his best. the 26th minute, a corner by Mark Ward. Tony Gale flicks it on, and skipper Alvin Martin volleys his first goal of the season. Martin again. McAvenny with the flick. It was West Ham all the way. Alan Devonshire. Pike. Back to Dev. And this time the Saints clear. Now into the second half. Alan Devonshire sets up another attack, and Shilton beats McAvenny to the ball. A short free kick, Stewart to Ward. Back to Stewart. And Alan Dickens is close with his header. Dickens again. The Hammers continued to dominate, although they could not add to the score. But 3 points kept them in a challenging position, and manager John Lyle enthused, "We are all aware this is the best team we have had for a long time. Whether we can win the title or not, we will have to wait and see." Final score, West Ham United 1, Southampton 0. Oxford United, paying their first ever visit to Upton Park, heralded a hectic schedule of 4 games in 9 days. Oxford took a shock lead through Houghton in the 13th minute, and although the Hammers fought back, Ray Stewart testing Alan Judge here, Oxford maintained their lead at the interval. Then in the second half, a quick corner by George Paris to Alan Devonshire, a flighted cross beyond the far post, and Cotty's hard-hit drive cannons in off poor John Truitt. 1-1. In the 57th minute, Devonshire goes into the box, Perriman makes the challenge, and referee Noel Butler awards a doubtful penalty. Ray Stewart adjusts his socks, but the man who's usually so ice cool lashes his kick high and wide. Could it be a touch of championship nerves? The Hammers are far from perturbed by that miss and continue to blitz the Oxford goal. But time is ebbing away. And the game has moved into its 70th minute, when Jeff Pike provides McAvenny with the sort of opportunity he seldom misses. 2-1 to the Hammers, thanks to Frank's 25th goal of the season. 80th minute. Ward finds Dickens. And there is no doubt this time as Steve Perryman brings the talented youngster down. Ray Stewart again prepares to take the penalty. No mistake. His 6th goal of the season. 3-1 to the Hammers, and the championship challenge is looking good. Final score, West Ham United 3, Oxford United 1. 3 days later, Chelsea are the opponents. The Blues have already beaten Manchester United at Old Trafford to spike their championship aspirations, and the title race is now a 4-club affair between the Mersey Giants, Liverpool and Everton, and London, represented by Chelsea and West Ham. As expected, this is a tense, dramatic contest. No score in the first 45 minutes, and we now move into the 6th minute of the second half. Dickens wins the ball in the air, takes a return from McAvenny, and then finds Tony Cottee, who drills in his 22nd goal of the season with yet another brilliant first-time strike. Chelsea equalised when Neil Orr, who had replaced the injured Gale, slipped and allowed Spackman to pick his spot. A win was important for both sides in this match, and it was Godden who was the busier goalkeeper. Godden was in superb form, and West Ham could not breach the goal. Even so, the Blues pinched the points when Nevin headed the winner on the break. Final score, West Ham 1, Chelsea 2. The Hammers bounced straight back with an emphatic 2-0 win at Watford before facing Newcastle United at Upton Park. And what a game we were in for. It took just 3 minutes for Alvin Martin to beat Martin Thomas with this close-range shot. Ray Stewart makes it 2-0 in the 11th minute. Martin. McAvenny. Dickens to Cottee, and just past the post again. Thomas is having a nightmare. This time it's Neil Orr who forces the corner. Devonshire, Martin, Devonshire, back to Orr, who beats Thomas from 25 yards. The Hammers are rampant. The Magpies' defences run ragged, and the pressure tells, as Glenn Roeder, the Newcastle skipper, scores an own goal. 4-0. Newcastle changed their goalkeeper at the interval. Chris Hedworth pulling on the green jersey, and he was soon in action. Phil Parkes makes a rare save. Gale McAvenny. Devonshire. Paris. Cottee. And the replacement keeper is injured, saving the shot. Two minutes later, in the 64th minute, the Happers keeper is beaten by Alvin Martin and comes off to be replaced by England striker Peter Beardsley, who gives a good account of himself. Paris is unlucky here after a good dribble. Devonshire. Inside to Paris. Back to Devonshire. And substitute Paul Goddard comes in to score at the far post. 6-1 to the Hammers. A minute later, Tony Cottee bursts down the left. A good cross, and McAvenny is there to head number 7. Newcastle's night of misery is not over yet. Roeder is judged to have fouled Cottee, and the referee points to the penalty spot. Alvin Martin is the taker. And there is the hat-trick, and an unusual one, having scored 3 goals against 3 keepers in the same game. Poor Tony Cottee, he just couldn't get it in. Final score, West Ham United 8, Newcastle United 1. That goal feast lifted West Ham into 3rd place, behind Liverpool and Everton. The Hammers 7 points behind with 2 games in hand on the leaders. So a win against Coventry City was vital. The visitors, playing with a sweeper, frustrated the Hammers for much of the game, and they were limited to just one goal, although Coventry couldn't have complained if it had been 4 or 6. McAvenny. Back to Orr, and the shot is wide. Alan Dickens clears the corner. Ward to Gale. Inside for Cottee. And it goes through the goalkeeper's legs. Coventry attack through fullback Greg Downs. Parks making a good save. It is a moment of opportunism by Tony Cottee that produces the result. A scramble in the goalmouth, Dickens has a bite, and Cottee twists to turn the ball into the empty net. The Hammers look for more goals. Gale. Dickens. Out to Devonshire. Nice and ball inside. Cottee return, and Dev scoops it over the top. Coventry City come back. Another attack through Ward. A lovely cross to the far post, and McAvenny gets under the ball. Devonshire has a second bite. Lob into the middle, but McAvenny is beaten by Kilcline. Ward. McAvenny. McAvenny tries his luck on the left-hand side of the field. Holds the ball well inside to Cottee. Gets the return, but again, the yellow shirts are around him. Still the West Ham attack comes forward. Dickens. Stewart with the throw. McAvenny turns inside. Beautiful break out to Cottee. Lays it back to McAvenny, who hits his shot straight at the keeper. Final score, West Ham 1, Coventry City 0. 2 days later, Manchester City were in town. Again, the atmosphere was tense. The game hinged on an incident in the 19th minute. McAvenny, Cottee, and a push in the back by fullback May. The referee points to the spot. And Ray Stewart coolly slams the winner. After the interval, the Hammers strove to increase their lead, but City, playing well at the back, managed to contain them to that single goal. Gale. Out to Ward. Ray Stewart. Final score, West Ham United 1, Manchester City 0. Could West Ham win their third game in 5 days? Ipswich Town were equally desperate to take the points in their fight against relegation, so there was quite a game in prospect as 31,121 fans crammed Upton Park. The play flowed from end to end, but there was no score by the interval. Into the second half, and the Hammers continue to attack. Devonshire. And the ball's flicked off the foot of McAvenny. Devonshire, McAvenny, Dickens, and Cooper saves. Orr, Devonshire, back to Orr, Ward, and Ray Stewart lets fly with a fine shot which Cooper takes into his chest. But it was Ipswich who made the first strike, Kevin Wilson capitalising on a mistake by Alvin Martin in the 64th minute. West Ham went in search of the equaliser. McAvenny. And another fine save from Cooper. Paul Goddard was then introduced for Neil Orr as West Ham threw everything at Ipswich. He has a hand in the passing move, which started with Alan Dickens and ended with the young midfielder lobbing the ball over Cooper to equalise the score. This game was really at boiling point now. There were only 3 minutes left when Ward wriggled his way into the Ipswich box. Gleghorn chops him down, and the referee points to the penalty spot. Ray Stewart again the taker. And this shot nearly breaks the net. West Ham are up. This being the final home game of the season, the fans celebrate on the pitch. Whatever happens now, this has been a fine season. Final score, West Ham United 2, Ipswich Town 1. Liverpool's victory at Chelsea on Saturday clinched the title for them. Everton now met West Ham for second place, and despite their weariness, the lads put on quite a show. Even though their legs were weary, there was still plenty of running. Cottee, Devonshire, back to Cottee, and the keeper makes a fine save. Dickens again. Cottee. Out to McAvenny. But the Everton covering is good, even though Cottee nips in on the back pass and nearly scores a vital goal. McAvenny with the flick, Cottee, the keeper's there again. Into the second half now. Alan Devonshire. A beautiful through ball for Tony Cottee to race onto. This looks like a goal, but the keeper blocks the shot. Mims, the England under-21 keeper, is in fine form.
The guy from the port in New Zealand with the stand is Mr. Daly, and he's to go to the police room as soon as possible, please. That's Mr. Daly, over from Auckland, New Zealand, to the police room as soon as possible.
Everton are the fresher team and have built up a 3-goal lead by now. The game is now in its final minute as Alvin Martin launches West Ham's final attack of the season. Mark Ward. A good crossfield ball. In it comes, and a moment of slackness in the Everton defence concedes a corner. The kick is played to the near post, where Frank McAvenny wraps his shot against the bar. In comes Tony Cottee to head the rebound. He didn't know it at the time, but it was a significant score, being West Ham's 1,500th away goal in the Football League. So the record-breaking season of 1985-86 was at an end. The Hammers were third in the Canon League table, having won a club record 26 First Division games. We hope you've enjoyed the best of West Ham United 1985-86, brought to you courtesy of Freeze Frame, who will be once again recording the highlights of the Hammers for your pleasure this season.
No, I think obviously Wardy is that type of player, and when you're marking him, you get involved in a lot of 50-50s and whatever, and a lot of left-backs do get booked against him, and of course the way Wardy plays, he gets booked a lot. Nothing malicious there, I don't think so.
Billy Bonds with the kick. McAvenny, good flick. Cotty's in there. Can he get there? Cotty bundled over by McClelland. And it's gone for a goal kick. Well, Tony Cotty must be a good foot shorter than the big Irish centre-half, the Northern Ireland centre-half. Curtin's kick. Bardsley. Dickens again with that foot in to block the pass. Gale, Queen. It's fallen to Porter. Dickens picks it up, finds Ward. Ward to Bonds. Back to Ward. Still got it. Having a rare old battle with the fullback Rostron, and he's sent sprawling again, and this time the referee sent sprawling by Billy Bonds. Oh my word, it's all happening out there. Well, now he knows what a Billy Bonds tackle feels like. Ward. Oh, he's wasted that one. No, he hasn't. Cotty's picked it up. Brady. Brady turns well. Tries to make space. Gets through. Falco made a challenge from behind. Didn't make contact. Ward won the ball now. A little chip forward to McAvenny. McAvenny to Brady. Brady looks up. Puts a nice one through for McAvenny. McAvenny shoots. Oh, and it's just over the bar. Well, 90 minutes is up now. We're playing injury time, and it's still West Ham 0, Watford 0. But really, they deserve more from this one, Alvin. Much more.
Yeah, we've created by far the most chances. We just need that little bit of luck in front of goal at the minute, Colin. It just doesn't seem to be coming, does it?
Brady. McAvenny. Paris. Tony Cotty. He's got McQueen on his left. He's going inside. Leaves it for Brady. Brady will slot it through again to Cotty. He's in the box. On the edge of the box. He's making space. Oh, beautiful ball for Paris. Can Paris score? Yes, he has! It's a great goal! Oh, that's a brilliant goal! George Paris scores his third goal of the season. And no wonder they're mobbing him. And they're going mad on the terraces as well. But what a good setup, Alvin, by Tony Cotty there. He held on. As we'll see on the replay, he held the ball beautifully, waiting for Paris to come up and just rolled it in his path. Absolutely fantastic finishing there. Whenever I say that George can't shoot, he scores. But absolutely brilliant. I think Liam Brady's been playing really well for the last 15-20 minutes, and it all started with Liam. Fantastic, just the sort of thing that we needed. Well, it's certainly what the West Ham players deserve as well out there. Billy Bonds has been going around trying to get him, so Billy Bonds punches the air, lifts his shirt up. He's taking his shirt off now, Billy Bonds. He's had a magnificent game. He's led the team to victory. A great victory for West Ham, one they thoroughly deserve. And it came in injury time from that man, George Paris, in the middle there. Falco giving him a hug, Brady giving him a hug. A really good performance, and one that should lift West Ham's morale, I think, Alvin.
Tremendous, just what we needed. Like I said earlier on, it's fantastic. I think we hopefully have turned the corner now. That little bit of luck, what, 15 seconds to go, was it, when we scored?
Well, it was actually in injury time. We played the whole 90 minutes have been played. We were in injury time. And then we got that superb goal. And that's the way we leave you from this wet and windy Upton Park. The final score, it's West Ham United 0. West Ham United 1. Watford 0. We can't really believe it, can we, Alvin? And it's Alvin Martin and Colin Benson saying goodbye from Upton Park.